Winners don't use drugs.
What's up? How's everyone doing?
Hello.
How's everyone doing?
Hello.
Doing good.
What's up?
Yep.
What's up? What's up?
After this is like the 5th hiatus I've taken in the past like 5 months, I'm back with the stuff.
The stuff.
You got
Get
stuff there?
Can't get enough of the
The soy stuff.
stuff. Oh yeah, we had plenty of commentary on soy from Jens in this watching this movie.
Yeah. As Darius was saying, it's a film ahead of its time.
Yeah. Well, you figured that out.
Like a Demolition Man type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Raquel, Jens, Chocolate Chip Charlie, the star of the film. Probably the star of the film. Chocolate Chip Charlie.
Chip Charlie.
Amazing.
Oh, the star of the film. Well, the hidden star of the film. And Darius, thanks for joining me and watching this. So
Thanks for hosting.
yeah.
Yeah, thanks for the invite.
Thanks
Would
for
you-
coming back.
It's good. It's good to be back and watching this crap again.
Well, it was definitely interesting, that's for sure.
Yeah, it really was. It really was. Go down the line, talk about it. Well, first, I guess we'll get into what the story is.
What is this?
Explain what it's about.
It's about this stuff.
It looked like yogurt
On
ice
the
cream
ground?
to me.
Yeah,
At
it's about
first-
killer ice cream.
At first, they think it's snow. Remember the old guys in the beginning picking it
Yeah,
off
they
the
eat it.
ground?
Fucking weirdos.
Yeah,
Yours is on the ground. You
it's
eat
not snow. Hey, Captain. How you doing, Cap?
Hey, Captain Fandom Nerd.
We watched the stuff. Classic '80s joint, and all of a sudden, like there was like no in between. These old men are eating it off the floor. Next thing you know, there's commercials for it.
Oh yeah, time jump.
And the
80s
little,
models in fair coats and
Yeah,
blonde
the-
hair.
oh.
Oh yeah, the fur coat ladies.
the advertising campaign was tremendous.
Yeah, it's like these ladies with swimsuits eating the stuff with fur coats.
Fur coat walking down the runway.
Lady.
Yeah.
Tony, you
We
didn't
do
like
get
these
some of
ladies.
the backstory from the interim.
And well, all right. So, but then we get Mo, our main character. And what exactly is his job again? I can't even remember what is exactly his job again. It's industrial espionage or something.
Yeah.
Industrial sabotage.
Well, at first, yeah, it's like corporate espionage. At first, he pretends to be a wealthy entrepreneur, wanting to invest in the stuff or buy the marketing company. But he does eventually reveal that he's a corporate spy.
And he's on a boat talking to the bigwigs who've made this stuff. He punches one guy in the face. He punches I guess their goon, their bodyguard. I guess he's the one they punch in the face. He punches him in the face.
Yeah, and he dogs them all about having sweaty hands.
Yeah. He comes
Sweaty
to
shakes
figure
her hand.
sweaty palm.
Sweaty palm.
I like this guy in the movie. I liked his character. He was good in this.
Well, he
I
did
think
come
so.
off as a creepy guy in the beginning of the film.
Yeah.
He did.
But
I
not
didn't
as-
realize
not
he was going to be our
not as
hero.
creepy as someone we meet later on, though.
No, but it was undercover,
Hi,
wasn't
Bone.
Hey, Bone.
Hey, what up,
Hey,
Bone?
Bone. Hey, kitty.
How you doing, bro? Ever heard of this one? The Stuff? I wonder if this was in the theaters. I gotta look up and see if this was this
I had never,
Not for long.
a friggin-
never heard of this movie until you said, Darius, I think I got one at the top. All the others. It's called
I-
The Stuff.
Well, all right, this came out 85. I didn't hear about this till probably about like 2010 maybe. So this one was always under my radar.
But apparently,
off my radar completely.
this movie was iconic enough to have fan art and sculptures made of Chocolate Chip Charlie.
Charlie.
Yeah, make me big. Show Charlie.
Good old Chocolate Chip Charlie.
Yeah,
Look how
this is
sexy I
either
am.
Garrett Morris.
this is either like a real figure or it's a fan made sculpture.
It's a fan-made sculpture.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty good detail.
It was the creepiest one I found.
Right, let's see if this actually has a release date on it.
All right, you can take me off. I don't need to look at my mouth open. For that.
It was the scene where Chocolate Charlie started puking out the soy stuff.
And he was puking up a lot of it too.
Oh yeah, his neck looked like it was going to explode.
Release date June 14th, 1985. So yes, this was in the theater. Wow.
His neck
Wow.
bulged out, and then his head exploded.
I wanna
A
see
lot
it
of
in IMAX theater.
A lot of people's heads exploded in this movie.
That's true.
He punches one dude in the face. Remember, he punches that one dude in the face. It just caves in.
Right.
Yeah.
So the stuff, people who are possessed by the stuff seem to become very weakened physically. Now, this might be a good time to point out Yen saw a clear allegory in this film for the soy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, they go into rages. They still go into
Yeah.
like roid rage on them. Like they'll
Mhm.
like force you to
Well,
eat.
have you seen Antifa?
What about the little boy? We gotta talk about the freaky little kid.
Yeah,
that just-
okay.
there's the-
And then we're introduced to the kid Jason, who wakes up at night, goes down for a midnight snack. It's his kitchen, and his dad like physically assaults him. Well, first Jason opens the fridge, and what does he see?
stuff.
Oh, he's still.
Stuff.
What is-
moving.
what is-
Moving.
What is the
Yes.
stuff doing? It's moving.
Moving.
That ice
Oh.
cream is
You
moving.
must be modified, but I thought, but
It was all wiggly.
And then
GMO.
after his dad's choking him out, he points him to the fridge, and it's not moving anymore. It's all back in the carton, nice and packed up.
Some
Yep.
sneaky
His dad
stuff.
says, "Don't try this again."
What the hell was up with his dad?
It's just like,
I mean-
jerk.
I mean, I guess
Disciplinarian.
we do see that, like, yeah. I guess we see later on the reason why he was so like vicious with him in the beginning was because he was possessed by the stuff.
yeah, and
Yeah.
and he was probably not wanting his kid to be raiding his fridge in case he couldn't have his nice breakfast of the soy stuff when he got off.
Okay, but
Just
then
give him
why did they try to force feed it to him later on?
Because they got like quite a amount by then, but at that stage they only had the last carton. Wasn't it? It was the last carton probably
That's
in.
That's true. They were eating a lot of it. We see their garbage bags are full of that shit.
right.
I
They
mean,
were
the
eating
whole,
nothing
the
else.
whole fridge was with that. stuff.
At one point, yes, it is. At one point, it is. Not in the beginning, though. Not when we see the fridge open in the beginning, but later on, the whole fucking thing is full of it.
And to be fair to the dad, it was late at night. You know what I mean? You don't want your kids getting up late at night, raiding the fridge and that, because
I
they're
mean,
not
he
going to go
said
to
he
bed.
said he was gonna shoot him or something.
He did say
Yeah.
at 4 in the morning. That's true. But
Yeah,
yeah,
because
I thought you were. I thought you were a burglar coming to steal my stuff.
and Joe, and like it's set in America, so that could have been one of them where dad shoots their own kid because they think it's a burglar sort of, and you know you don't want that sort of a headline, do you? So he's probably giving him loads of shit like, don't be fucking raiding
woman
the fridge
named-
at night.
Your sweaty palm handshakes.
Yeah. He
Okay.
hands out handshakes, and I thought that was weird, but let's make it weirder.
And then next thing you know, Jason's going on a rampage in the fucking supermarket.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He goes up to some kid who's eating it in
Fucking
the
awesome.
store, smacks it out of his hand.
I'm sorry, that scene was fucking
And
funny.
like the mom's like, "What the hey?"
Yeah.
You touch my baby.
And it
At
takes
one stage, he gets a broom handle and starts smashing the window displays to get in there.
glass displays.
Yeah.
Lying
Yeah,
down.
he was pretty effective at it.
And it takes like 5 of the fucking supermarket employees to tackle him to the ground, like it's an episode of Cops.
He's like
Yeah,
8
but
years
remember though,
old. Takes the
they
entire
would have been
store.
eating the soy stuff.
Yeah, so they're physically weakened.
And then he's not in juvenile hall or anything after that.
I thought he was going to be in a
Yeah.
wheelchair after his dad came home.
On a respirator and everything.
Yeah.
And then they bring him downstairs and try to.
Him, I mean, the dad, the mom, and the brother were trying to make him
One of
have
us.
the stuff.
One
Right.
of us.
Right, it's all they eat at that point. They eat
Yeah.
nothing else,
Yeah.
and
Oh, yeah,
they've all
they're-
been losing weight because it's
Yeah,
not
they've
actually
got a-
nourishing.
They've got a problem. Yes. All of them.
They needed an intervention.
They're all hooked.
Yeah.
And like the kid, he dumps the stuff in the toilet and replaces the stuff with shaving cream.
Right, because they try to force him to eat it.
But the
So go
dad
to your room.
sicks the older brother on him and grabs him like a fucking bouncer, like twisted his arm behind his back, brings him
Yeah,
up.
beat the crap out of that kid. Drug him in by his ear.
Well, like why didn't he watch him eat it though? Like he should have watched him eat it if he was so concerned, right?
Yeah, but then he'd have to turn his attention away from his stuff.
Mm.
Ooh, can't do that. My stuff.
Meanwhile,
Hey,
all this
Bone,
time-
the movie is on YouTube at this moment for free. So.
Go
I
watch
had
it
never
right now.
heard of this movie either, Bone. So this is my first time watching the movie.
so Mo is going around recruiting, what's her name? The marketing director for the stuff.
Behind the stuff, yeah.
Yeah, the same one who named it and who came up with this commercial of the bikini women in the fur coats.
And next thing you know, they're going out.
Yeah,
like 2 scenes later, they're going out.
yeah, and because at first he offered to buy her company and put her in charge, which excited her, but then he pretty quickly admits like, oh no, I'm just a corporate saboteur.
Mm-hmm.
And they go around to industry professionals,
Then they go
FDA,
on
corporate
adventures.
executives,
They go on many different adventures.
Yeah, they
trying
went
to
all
track
Indiana
down
Jones.
the source of the stuff. Has it been approved? Everyone who approved it resigned, and they've disappeared.
Mm.
Into the stuff.
Then we go to see
Chocolate
Chocolate
Chip Charlie,
Charlie.
Mhm.
who's supposed to be the famous Amos of this movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Chocolate Chip Charlie is in a bit of stress because he attacks thingy like
Mo.
Mo. Yeah,
He's like a fighting machine, this guy.
yeah. Well, he doesn't know it's Mo,
All-
does he? Really, up there.
Walls and windows and shit.
Right. Well, he leaps over a car to kick him in the face, not knowing who he is because he's encountered so many people possessed by the stuff. Stuffies.
Stuffies.
Yeah, the stuffies.
The
He
soy
declares
stuff
that his
is
hands are
out.
lethal weapons.
If you eat the stuff, you're a stuffy. It's the effects were cool. Like some of the effects were cool. It was kind of like reminded me of the Blob.
Yeah. Yeah. They were all practical. They weren't high tech. I thought they were cleverly shot in ways that either they sped up or slowed down the footage, tilted the camera, but it made it look like a real, blob of
Yeah.
the stuff was coming after people.
But sometimes it looked pretty bad. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
I wanted to play in it.
You wanted to play in it?
It looked fluffy.
What?
I totally would have jumped in it.
Because it looked fluffy.
It looked fluffy.
It did, but it'll kill you.
Yeah.
It looked like a melted
other-
marshmallow to me.
Yeah,
it,
it does look like melted marshmallow.
Yeah.
it didn't look cold, but yeah, it looked fluffy, marshmallowy.
In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if some of the effects were actually they were using fucking
Marshmallows.
yeah.
It looked cozy. I would have got in.
Yeah, till it suffocates you to death.
Yeah,
Well,
you'd be
You
a
know,
stuffy.
ice cream is supposed to
Or
be
melt you.
in the freezer,
Collateral
not in
damage.
the fridge.
Yeah, it's more of a yogurt-y sort of thing.
That's what I said. It looks like yogurt ice cream.
Alien jizz. I was saying it's alien jizz.
Ew, I'm not jumping in
Well, I
alien
would think-
jizz.
Now, I was saying it's soy because I reckon alien jizz would give you more of Superman powers than. But,
Whereas the soy would just weaken you.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. But we never sort of like really found out what it was, apart from it came from like a fucking.
All right. Well, what's his
Yeah.
face at the end is saying like Paulie from Goodfellas, Paul Sorbino, the asshole colonel at the end.
Colonel Spears.
He at the end when he's on the radio, he says it's an alien substance.
Right.
Oh,
They found it in the earth, in a mine. We don't know where it came from necessarily. It could be an ancient organism, but he assumes it's an alien.
But all right, so it's not definite.
And-
It's alien. It's still
Right.
not definite.
It's alien to our understanding.
Yeah, well, the soybean could be an alien substance. But I'm just saying. Like,
Genetically modified, mass produced
yeah,
to weaken the
I'm
public.
thinking- yeah, I'm thinking it's more of genetically man-made substance that was spilled out, and they just blame it on aliens for a cover-up.
Right. Well, it weakens the body and mind of the masses. And the two executives that Bo encounters admit they don't eat it. Right. Oh, no, I couldn't have. My doctor would never let me eat ice cream. Right. So we know they're not eating it, but they're selling it. And they know how addictive it is, that once people get a taste, enough is never enough.
It's never enough.
Never.
Can't get enough of this stuff.
So they know what they're
I'm just
doing.
gonna stop right now.
They
We'll talk
had
later.
the most annoying commercials too. I don't know.
At the red. Sorry.
Oh God.
People in sweatpants with
God, don't remind me of that yet.
sports
can't do
shorts.
The aerobics wear.
Yeah.
You loved it. You know you have it. You're wearing it right now.
The more the movie goes on,
I'm in my PJs right now.
the more older that the commercials become. It's like they go backward in time, right? Because the second of the three commercials is like very 80s, right? Spandex and the short shorts over the leotard. But then the third commercial is like 70s with that disco font and the stuff song. It's the stuff.
Oh, wait, what about at the very beginning with the lady staring at you with the creepy eyes?
Yeah.
First lady.
Enough.
Hypnotizing
It's
you.
never enough.
Oh, yeah. That one. The very first
What about-
commercial you see.
Yeah, what about when like someone feeds the dog some of it?
Oh, and it kills poor Danny Aiello.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to had that very old car, in that gray car, and I'm trying to figure out which.
Was it a Beetle?
No, it's just like a really old style car, and with the technology they had during the movie, it seems very out of place.
So it was already a classic car.
Yeah.
What's a car?
Well, I mean, that could be a thematic that, he's an old school guy. He has old school technology, an old
He's
car,
a
not the
fashion
new.
dresser.
Yeah, not the new fancy mass-produced stuff that's not as
He's
good.
wearing a suit with these weird fucking brown boots for some reason.
Didn't look
Right.
like cowboy boots.
Because remember, Raquel, Slasher had a theory about the theme of the movie that what the stuff represented was consumerism, right?
Mhm.
Mass-produced shit, basically. So, in that sense, then mass-produced cars,
Marketing hysteria. That's
yeah,
it.
Hondas and stuff that they're cheap,
No,
but
no,
they won't last you very
I'm
long.
just trying to figure out which era the movie takes place in. That's all.
I'd say for 85, it's probably set in current time.
But
Yeah.
then one of the cars is like really old classic in one of the scenes. The one he's like looking with,
I mean,
with
actually-
with that old. I mean, I don't understand why that old guy made a beeline into that woods when he the main character was looking at that classic car.
Why do I not remember that part?
Yeah, I don't remember that either.
Were you watching the same movie?
Why are remembering this?
Such an asshole.
The guy with the boots was talking to this old guy. He's being all suspicious and checking out the classic car, while the old guy takes off into the woods.
That's right before Chocolate Chip Charlie shows up, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
See, I
Yeah.
also had to step out of the room for a second, and I missed the very introduction of Chocolate Chip Charlie.
Yeah, you were at the room. That old guy was a stuffy.
He probably saw Chocolate Chip Charlie running up to do his flying kick. He's like, "Whoop, get out of here!" But he all kicks off.
Yeah, they were all stuffies. And they knew to be afraid of his lethal weapons.
That was
Which were
Chocolate
his
Chip
fists.
Charlie fucking knew some moves, though.
Yeah, he did. He punched right through a window and a door. And
Charlie was
dude,
Still got taken down.
he was pretty tough for like the CEO of a cookie company.
Yeah, he was a badass.
No.
But
Yeah, but the thing with Chocolate Chip Charlie was they'd gone against him, hadn't they? And so he knew there would be people after him. And so he proper went on like a born supremacy sort of mission where anyone near him, he was just taking out, asking questions later.
Oh yeah, right after a Rocky training montage.
all right,
Yeah.
here's something it says about the production. It says the script was an original story by Cohen. I guess Cohen's the dude who wrote it. Whatever. My main inspiration was the consumerism and corporate greed found in our country and the damaging products that were being sold. I was
Called it.
constantly reading in the newspapers about various goods and materials being recalled because they were harming people. For example, you had foods being pulled off the market because they were hazardous to people's health.
Oh, the Impossible Burger.
He cited as his influence the sheer volume of junk food we consume every day. We continue to eat these foods despite the fact that some of them are killing us. That's when I started thinking that the stuff could be an imaginary product, in this case an ice cream dessert, that's being consumed by millions is doing irreparable damage to humanity. Everybody is gobbling down this yummy food, so how could it be possibly wrong for us?
So you were 100% right.
Apparently, he wanted Arsenio Hall as Chocolate Chip Charlie.
Ah. I didn't know he was already around in 85.
But it said he was thought of as not only a good actor but a rising star. So yeah, I guess he was around at that point.
Was he doing Iron Eagle?
However, the studio wanted someone more recognizable, so that's why Garrett Morris. But yeah, I was on the nose about the consumerism shit.
Yeah, you nailed it. But
You're
even
so
with
smart.
that, it can still work with Jens's theory.
Yeah, but like that could be more pertaining to modern day.
Right.
Yeah. He's like, well, he had the idea of like, yeah, they're gonna put stuff in it that they'll make it taste so nice, like a real burger, that you're gonna consume them and then grow tits in 2 or 3 months.
I don't get the whole vegan burger thing. I really don't get it. I mean, if you
It's
hate
meatless.
meat, why do you want something that's
No,
Yeah,
they hate.
like they have vegan cupcakes.
No, but they hate the process of them getting the meat, don't they? But they love the taste of the meat. That's why they have this fake soy And look it up if you think I'm full of shit. But it's like really bad for the male body.
It's like for me, we're both. I mean, I don't think we're the only creatures in the planet that both eat meat and vegetables. I don't think. Um,
No.
But like if you're totally like only eating a vegan food, that's not really healthy for your body. You just can't have one substance.
Yeah, the B12 vitamin.
Yeah, that's why there are 5 major food groups.
Mm-hmm. You need if you want to be vegetarian, that's fine, but you need some kind of protein
Yeah.
in your diet.
Although
you could be a
grain should not be
vegetarian,
the
Be
base.
a vegetarian.
Yeah.
You could be vegetarian and eat fish, right? Isn't that
Can we
something?
talk about the stuff?
Is
Can I
that
get some
something?
stuff? I need some stuff.
We're talking about allegory, Carol.
You're talking about health matters. I want to talk about
Oh, bro, we're
Isn't
talking
it
about
stuff food?
we're talking about it because it was kind of like the guy who made the movies aim to like try and get people
I got it.
scared
You
of.
guys went off this thing about how nutritious dumb
It-
shit is. I want
if-
stuff.
If you think about it, it's kind of like a scaremonger movie. Like,
Right. And
Scaremonger.
the theme of the artificial chemicals in the food came up when they went to a lab, and there's all these like organic molecules laying around, and they're talking about chemicals, and he says, "Nope, sorry, the formula for the stuff is secret. It's
you
a
could say this is
industry
like kind of
secret."
a scaremonger movie, right? Trying to like sway people from consuming too much junk food, right? Just in there, an elaborate, very over the top, elaborate way.
I don't know about scare them, but maybe wake them up,
Yeah,
get them to examine their
Like
actions.
a PSA almost.
Yeah.
I didn't come here to learn anything or gain any extra
No,
morals.
it's
I
a
came
movie
here
though.
for this stuff.
No, she came here to watch Hedge explode.
This is a very deep movie when you think about it.
Yeah.
Just
Mhm.
stuff.
Good me.
Yep. Especially when the military shows up.
All right, well,
Oh yeah, loads of explosions and shit.
They-
Like at the end.
hiding out. They're just like in the tower in the middle of nowhere, hiding out in the fields.
And we knew that they were not stuffies because there's no way stuffies would be able to lie out in the grass for hours at a time
And not eat stuff.
and
Yeah.
not eat stuff.
There would be a trail of empty stuff containers all the way down that path.
Yeah.
Hey, Tommy.
And hey, Tony.
Hey,
And so
Oh, what up,
the
Tommy?
oh,
good, bro?
Tommy. Oh, let me take a look. Oh, Tommy. What's up, Tommy?
I say
Oh.
Tommy, right?
You did. I thought you said
Tommy.
Tony though. I wasn't looking. Greeting.
You
So
can- And
there
identify-
was so like Slasher said, the girl that Mo hires, they basically become in a relationship weirdly quickly. And when they go to the science lab, he kisses. I think he implies that that's his girlfriend or his wife, but he kisses her on the mouth, and then they're just going everywhere together.
What was the deal with the stuff exploding from the pillows?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
stuff is hiding out in their pillows. What the?
What the
I've got a theory
Yeah,
on that.
what the heck?
My theory is that it was in a motel room or hotel room, depending on what. But anyway, so people had been in there eating all that stuff and not cleaning up properly. And that stuff had gathered up in the pillars. You
Or-
know, when like,
Setup, right? It could have been a setup.
it could. Yeah, we don't know
right? Well,
because
yeah.
they check into that hotel, right,
Because
in the one room.
all right, the stuff people did try to kill Mo. Remember, they tried to run him over.
Yeah, and they were coming after Charlie.
Yeah, they legit in a stuffed van try to run over Mo in the middle of the Manhattan.
Yeah, in the middle of the big city. There's like a stuff vendor on a street cart who pulls a walkie-talkie out when she sees Mo, and then the next thing you know, a stuffed ice cream truck comes whipping around the corner and almost runs Mo over. So they knew who he was. They're watching him.
So maybe they could have stashed some stuff in the pillows. Maybe they could have got some intel of where they were going to be.
Maybe because So we should tell them when they lie down to go to bed, the stuff starts coming out of the pillow between them, and it attacks Mo, attaches itself to his face, and so she freaks out, pours alcohol on it that just happens to be there, and then lights it on fire. She's like, "Don't move, don't touch it." Lights his face on fire.
Open the lamp and put the fucking oil.
But where did that guy came from?
Yeah,
guy
I
comes in
still
out of
don't know what
nowhere.
See, that makes me think that maybe it was a setup because that guy might have been
Yeah,
there
like
to make
Joe
sure the
Dirt was
done.
already in the room.
But he's like he attacks Mo for some reason.
I just thought like the hotel was full of these soy stuff eating people that just went crazy, and there was a lot of soy stuff in laying around because half of it would have been on their mouths when they've gone to sleep, and it got merged into the pillar, and it would have been like
Stuff knew how to get around on its own.
She throws the shit on his face and lights it on fire. His
Yeah.
whole head's on fire until that thing comes off.
Right. And as soon as it comes off, Joe Dirt comes in, and
Joe
then
Dirt.
the stuff. He looked like Joe Dirt. The stuff starts shooting out of the pillow in mess, right? And it sticks Joe Dirt to the wall and pushes him up the wall, and it just keeps like bursting out and
Yeah,
just
he
shoving
goes
him up the wall.
like, he goes up the wall like the girl in the opening scene of Friday the 13th.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
And-
no, Nightmare on Elm Street. Sorry.
That
Whoops.
I thought was a pretty clever shot because it's one thing if they just turned the camera sideways and then just like poured a bunch of white melted marshmallows on the guy, but the two were standing in the room at the same time, so I thought that was pretty well set up.
Well,
Because
also,
they're standing up.
a lot of the stuff coming out of those. Was it both pillows or just one pillow? There's a lot of that shit because it's filling up the whole fucking room.
It had to be in the bed.
It looked like it was from one pillow.
And
Yeah, it was coming out of one pillow. It had to be in the bed.
It's filling up the entire room when it's killing that
The
guy.
entire wall, actually. Yeah.
I think it was a like sort of like saying about hotel rooms not cleaning the sheets properly.
Probably.
Yeah.
There's
Okay.
probably those stuffed containers behind the fucking bed.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
I'm still wondering why that guy attacked Mo. I still don't know why.
Well, I just think he like aired all the sort of commotion and that, and just went in because he was crazed up on this stuff.
Stuff? He was all stuffed up.
Yeah. He was a stuffy.
Yeah.
And the stuffies knew who Mo was.
Yeah,
How did it spent on the stuff? Like, what was the stuff budget? For that prop.
You know what?
Is it
On
20
Well,
cans of
I would actually love to know. All right, the budget it says of the movie itself was 1.7 million. It doesn't say what it made. It doesn't say the box office, but
How much did they spend on stuff?
this movie cost 1.7 million, $1985.
Stuff habit.
And that was a significant budget.
Yeah.
Right? Because El Mariachi was made for $7,000.
Do you guys think this looks like it was made for 1.7 million?
Hi, Tommy.
Well, I don't know how much they paid Garrett Morris, but between him and the effects.
Oh, what up, Nate? What's good, bro? How
Hey, Nate.
you doing?
Yeah.
What's up?
Hello.
I wonder if he's heard of this movie. He did watch Deadly Friend with us, right? Wasn't he watching Deadly Friend with us? Or some? No, he was watching. I forgot what. Oh shit! What were we watching? He dropped out in the middle of it.
I can't remember which one. He watched a couple movies with us. He might remember. Nate, what movie did you watch with us? Oh, that guy. The guy died on the wall. They lit the stuff on fire and burned it up. It set the whole room on fire. That guy was very dead.
And then they had to steal the truck. Him and the girl left. They have to steal the truck.
Yep.
First of all, wait. Was all this before or after the part where? All right, going back to Jason. After they find out that he pulled a switch on them and switched out the stuff for shaving cream, They chase him out. Well, he escapes, and then they chase him out of the house.
Family does.
Mo all of a sudden, all right, because Mo got wind, looking in the newspaper, of Jason going on a rampage in the supermarket, and he's like, we have to go see this kid. So he happens to show up while Jason is running from his family. Oh, that's what it was. Basket case.
Basket case, right?
Okay.
That might be the worst movie we watched. So yeah, Jason's family chases him out right as Mo pulls up in a car and abducts him.
It's not really
Basically.
abduct. He didn't abduct him. He saved him.
No. He was rescuing him, but basically, a strange man pulls up in a car and tells a kid to get in and takes away from his family.
Well, but but they were coming to fucking kill him.
Yeah, context, but it's still, you know.
And then next thing you know, they take him on a private plane.
Yeah, we thought that was the human trafficking moment of the film.
Yeah, a trip to Epstein Island.
But he was still prepared to go to Epstein Island and eat the soy stuff.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't know. That's pretty. Either way is pretty horrific.
He's thinking.
He just leaves him on the plane when they land. Why did he just leave him on the plane when they land? What was the reason for that? I don't get.
I think the plane was supposed to take him to Tennessee, but it
Yeah.
never got a chance to leave because the pilot got
It's full of stuff.
stuffed.
Oh, you got
Yeah.
stuffed. Right. That's
Yeah.
right. Pilot got stuffed, and Jason. Everywhere Jason goes, he's haunted by the stuff.
Yep.
Mm.
He just looks to the front, and you just see stuff pouring in from the front, and he freaks out.
Ew, you made that gross.
Kid's traumatized by the stuff. So he runs off, and it turns out that he's next to a factory making the stuff, and they load it up into big trucks, like oil tanker trucks, and he's hiding from the employees in their yellow hazmat suits, and he climbs into a truck to get away, and it shuts. Did someone shut it?
Poor Jason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gets locked inside, and then the truck takes off.
I'm surprised you didn't run out of air to breathe in there.
It was a big,
Oh,
big tank. Yeah.
But but after all, you think you start getting headaches. You know what I mean?
You would, yeah, but he wasn't in it long enough because he
I
does
think
get out.
Jason was in total warrior mode because we see Jason turns hardcore, man. Jason.
Yeah, he does.
But the
Well-
more adrenaline you have, the more oxygen you take.
He's meditating. He used his meditation skills
Yeah.
to slow down his breathing.
We
He
see
was well trained at this stage.
Jason becomes a thug at the very end of this movie. It's
He's
awesome.
gonna be a
Well, no.
stuff dealer.
Becomes
After he
badass.
smashed, yeah, I reckon after he smashed up that supermarket and that, he started watching like train videos on how to become like
And
a
yeah, he
ninja.
went warrior mode.
Yeah, he got himself a total gym.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
bet you in the second movie, because they set it up, he's gonna come in riding that big old polar bear.
The stuffed polar bear.
Polar bear's dead, ma'am.
because he was more buff than Robert Pattinson.
Oh,
Would this kid at this point in 1985 have been a better Batman?
Yeah,
I think the
okay.
polar bear would have been a better Batman.
It was between that kid and Michael Keaton for who plays Batman.
But they were filming after the kid's bedtime, so we didn't get the part. At the red house.
All right, stop singing that fucking commercial.
Okay, so
You're gonna have to root me off of the piano because I cannot stop.
I don't. If there's a sequel to this film, I don't think so.
No, they
I
set
don't
it
think
up.
I don't think so.
The stuff
But-
too, the stuffing.
Yeah.
Taste.
So Slasher, what was the timing on the when Jason was in the tanker? Because he gets locked in.
That seemed like a pretty long scene of him in that tanker, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
they hooked it up to the stuff, and it starts filling up, and he freaks out because he's locked in, and now the stuff is pouring in.
Oh my god.
But Mo and what was her name?
Yeah, I forget. Corporate lady.
Raquel? Carol? Do you remember her name?
No.
Okay.
No,
I'll
this
see it right
feels
now.
new.
Nicole.
Okay. Sucky Patty Patterson. And I was gonna say, if you two couldn't remember, then I'm not sexist.
Nicole, the sequel, Double Stuff.
Double Stuff, yeah.
I'm sure there are plenty of adult films with that same name.
Stepmom Double Stuff. So Mo and Nicole are also they bust him out of the truck just in the nick of time. And
Well, first of all, Mo is putting explosives all over the mine.
oh, C4. That's right. It was a mine. They built the factory over a mine.
Mo
because-
sneaking in as his hazmat suit. He's fucking putting explosives
Literally plastic explosives with like remote detonators.
to. We see the pit of the stuff, and these things are like poking their heads out like gophers.
Yeah, imagine like a La Brea tar pit in the ground, except it's white instead of black. And yeah, there's all these little
yogurt.
bulbous heads of gloop, just like
Gloop.
and so this is the source of the stuff. So now we know that the stuff is not synthetic, right? It's actually an organism that they found in the earth. We don't know if it's like ancient or if it's alien. Taste the stuff. Oh yeah, because of the ending.
Taste.
But they do mention earlier, he's like, no, it's alive. His parents, who are already stuff heads, are like, lots of stuff we eat is alive. The bacteria in ice cream is alive. Yeast in bread is alive. Lots of stuff we eat is alive. He's like, But now we know that it's like a naturally occurring organism. And so all of the like the secret formula that the company was keeping under wraps, not telling anybody, it didn't even exist. Right? The stuff was not chemically altered or synthesized in any way.
There appears to be no FDA in this movie, right?
Yeah, there was FDA, but they were bribed.
Obviously.
Because there was an FDA agent. Was it the guy with the Great Dane?
Yeah.
Danny Aiello? Maybe it was.
I think he was the FDA agent, but he got killed by his dog after he fed the stuff to the dog.
He stuffed his dog, and the dog.
Yeah,
That poor dog.
He stuffed his dog way too much.
Right. And one thing
we see when Mo is in his house, Mo opens the room, and his room is full of the fucking cartons of it.
Oh yeah. One thing, at Danny Aiello's house. And one thing that we see a couple times, and we see with the dog, when the dog's attacking him because he's been stuffed, he opens his mouth, and you see this big turd-shaped white blob coming out, like poking out of his throat.
Ew.
It's the stuff.
Gotta have the stuff.
Too
So
stuffed, too furious.
And that's how we know the dog is stuffy.
Oh yeah, the dog was definitely a stuffy.
Too stuffed, too furious.
I like that poor dog, but I'm glad I did see that there were no kitty cats that ate the stuff.
Oh, I would have stuffed
Thankfully,
the
no.
cat.
Now I know why Carol wanted the bear to come alive, because it was literally stuffed.
Oh, that would have been awesome if we could see a polar bear that was jacked up on the stuff. That would have been like a live polar bear, though.
Yeah.
I bet
I
you
don't
could
think,
put that stuff in that dead polar bear and bring it back to life.
but it's got to be like aliens, right? Like the way, like when the face hugger gets on a human, it lays the eggs.
Don't say alien. Just say
Yeah.
something.
No.
Pick a different word.
So Mo and Nicole rescue Jason, and they steal the truck, but they get pulled over by a cop. But the cop is stuffy.
Stuffy.
He's a little stuffy.
He can't resist. So they trick him by saying, like, look, this truck is full of stuff. All right, we have to get some right now. It's the hunger. You know how it is. Can't go too long without the stuff.
Eat
And-
stuff, man.
the cop, just this skinny, looks like he was on an all soy diet. The cop just kind of lets them run around the back of the truck and get the stuff, and then he chases them and starts eating it.
Mo knocks his ass out though. Mo knocks out a lot of people in this movie.
Yeah,
Mo must have knocked out like at least 5 people.
Well, if Charlie punched them, their heads would explode.
Lethal weapons.
Yeah, lethal
I'll get your
weapons.
face bashed in.
Yeah, which is not an exaggeration in this movie.
No, it is not.
It depends on how much stuff you eat. If you ate too much stuff, then like you're about as hardcore as a Fabergé egg. Like you're not gonna fucking hold up with one punch.
Yeah, about as hardcore as Robert Pattinson. So he knocks out the cop, and they get away.
Yeah.
And then where do they go right after that?
I know we're all hopped up on the stuff, losing focus here.
Well,
That's when
when they go to the military.
That's when they go to eat Paul Sorvino.
Yes. So they pull up to this castle in front of a big field in the middle of nowhere, like a stone castle.
Yeah, there's like a castle tower, and Mo's explaining to his lady friend. He's like, I know all about this guy, but he doesn't know me at all.
Yeah, he does say that. And then we find out why he knows him, but not the other way around. Because since he's basically a spy, he was doing surveillance on Colonel Spears, and he had incriminating photos.
When did the commies come
Hey, am I getting more of that stuff? I got cheeseburgers outside.
That's actually kind of the way. That's kind of the way people were acting in this fucking movie. Like fucking.
I'll read that chat one more time.
Leroy, what was his name? From
Hey man,
also,
got any more of
Leroy
that
Jenkins?
stuff? I got these cheeseburgers outside.
I just needed her to say it again. Raquel, watch your mouth.
I've never heard Raquel say something like that
My
before.
God.
Oh,
You're in the corner of shame.
But at the end, it does get to that level. At the very end, we see it does get to that level because that's just on the street.
Yeah.
I know, because how my voice sounds when I swear it sounds weird. I know. I've been told this before.
Sound like a
Keep
fiend. Yeah. So he basically blackmails Colonel Spears, Mo does, because he has these incriminating photos of him with an underage girl.
Oh,
And that his wife would not appreciate.
they're all.
What wife does this fucking guy have though, living in a fucking castle tower in the middle of nowhere? What does this guy have a family? He does.
Ex-wife now.
Yeah. I don't know. He was I think he's from the deep south. He was this guy had all kinds of character problems. He's the leader of the military division.
He was the alt-right guy of the movie.
Basically, yeah. And he agrees to help him because of the blackmail. And but he's very jingoistic. He goes on and on about how great America is, how we've never lost the war, and he sees commies everywhere. When he hears about the stuff, he immediately assumes it's all commies. And when he sees a room full of dead stuffies, he thinks that they're
he goes
KGB.
Commie yellow bastards.
Cobby yellow bastards, right? Because they're all wearing yellow suits. But when he says it, it comes
and then
across.
He goes into the KGB, and then he's saying like they all took cyanide pills.
Yeah, KGB cyanide pills.
And that's when he becomes a sympathetic character.
Different.
Because he was mad that they deprived him of the pleasure of murdering them.
Yeah.
And he says that.
He's also bloodthirsty, yes.
Yep. He wanted to kill some commies.
I mean, I don't blame him, but still.
He comes right out and says it.
Yeah,
Right.
he was a treasure. That guy. Everything that came out of his mouth was like, yeah, fella.
So it was at that point that I realized that the stuff was not a metaphor for communism, right? Because this guy, was like, he was like a bad caricature of an American military guy, right? He's seeing communism where it isn't, because the real problem is the stuff. And someone says, I think it's Charlie says to him, is it Charlie? What do you do when you can't shoot a problem? What do you do when the problem is inside you? And I was like, whoa, mind blown. That's the theme of the movie right there.
And that was kind of I guess that was a bit of like a taste of what was going to happen to Charlie, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because Charlie just comes out
explodes
of nowhere.
stuff.
Well,
It just explodes with the stuff.
Yeah. So they go to the radio station. They basically Operation Mockingbird this radio station. The military takes it over and says, you're going to broadcast what we tell you. And Charlie shows up and he wants to do it. And Colonel Spears does not want to let the this black guy read the message.
No, he calls him a colored fellow.
Yeah. He says, he says he doesn't want to let this colored guy read the message or broadcast the message because he thinks that he's going to broadcast communist ideas, right? And like he's a 60s Black Panther, basically. So Spears doesn't want to let him do it, but Moe's like, "Oh no, man, no, this is the guy you want to do it," and he talks him into it. And
good night, Bone.
good night, Bone.
Good night,
So
Bone.
they
Hey, Bone. Thanks for coming through, man.
Good night, Kitty.
I don't think they get a chance to broadcast before Charlie and Nicole are in a recording studio, and suddenly, what are we looking at? Yeah, suddenly, out of nowhere, Charlie starts acting crazy, and his head starts to, well, first his neck bulges, like he's got a fat tire around his neck, and we're like, oh no, he's been stuffed. We don't know when or why or how he got stuffed, but we know he definitely got stuffed. And his head starts to stretch, and his mouth starts to gape open, and you see like the white turd of the stuff pokes out from his throat. And it is some of the best makeup and prop construction in the movie. We get several different shots of it.
Seems to go on for a bit too, right?
Yeah, well, because it cuts away and back to him like 3 times in a row fairly quickly, and you see his head is stretching and his mouth is stretching more and more to become grotesque.
The point that it explodes.
To the point that it explodes.
That scene was horrifying. I don't really
Yeah.
care seeing that scene ever again.
This was definitely the peak horror moment of the film. There it is.
I'm gonna watch it again.
Oh, yeah. This is probably where most of that 1.7 million went to. This one
The
scene.
visual effects team was told, right, get this one well good.
Yeah.
This is our money shot.
Yep.
I mean, look at that. That's some Jim Henson shit right there.
Yeah,
Or John
definitely
Carpenter.
say that most of the special effects budget went into this one scene.
Yeah, and it's only a few seconds long. But that's why it's iconic. That's why we have fan art and sculptures of this, of Chocolate Chip Charlie.
And we got him on the panel.
The legend of
Chocolate Chip
Charlie.
That's why Carol was able to find that picture instantly. If you look up Chocolate Chip Charlie, you will find some of this fan art.
They should actually, you know what?
Told you to go in.
Since they're so high on like remakes and reboots and bullshit like that, like why don't they go back to like, make a prequel called The Legend of Chocolate Chip Charlie? And we
Be
and we
awesome.
could see like
Look,
he was,
we'll find it
you know, how
ourselves.
he started his successful cookie company, and then he was ousted, and then he had to like survive on the streets, and that's how he became a badass fighter. You know, shit
Mhm.
like Hollywood. I'm doing your job for you.
Tommy said the stuff part 3. Debbie wants more.
Oh no.
Sorry, I
Oh,
missed the
okay.
I was missing the comments because I was bringing up those stupid gifts.
I'm
I
glad
have to
that
wash my eyes out of that scene.
I'm glad Nate picked up on that
was
Mockingbird
great.
reference.
It was awesome.
No,
No,
no.
I loved it. Show it again. Show it again.
Oh, MLK Jr. is a little commie friendly, and suddenly we're all commies.
You're a commie.
Shaking
I'm a
my
commie.
head.
Who's got the stuff? Let me get a little taste of the stuff.
Yeah, but that
why
was
don't-
Spears,
why don't-
right?
why
That's
don't
what he was
you,
afraid of.
Carol? You should contact whoever has the intellectual property rights for this movie
Okay, I'm on it.
and write the sequel.
We'll do it. Let's do it. I'm on it. I'm on the stuff.
Oh, so if you do it, you're gonna put me down as a writing partner?
Absolutely.
Oh fuck yes, I'm down. Please do it. Make it happen.
We're doing this.
Stuffing
CD
it.
Ninja will get it done.
Well, you know, I
Stuff-
want to do the ripoff called The Soy, starring Jens.
Well, the soy stuff, yeah. Where
Well, then you and Jens can do the soy. Me and Slash are going to go do the other one. We're going to go do the stiff. We'll see whose movie gets more money in the end. It'll be
But
us.
then you could you could the taste because
The
we already got
taste.
the stuff right, so we gotta have the taste.
Oh yeah. So after Charlie explodes, they broadcast the message to all of America. You know, like if you have the stuff in your home, destroy it. Do
Burn
not
it.
purchase it.
Telling them to burn it.
Burn it.
Mhm.
If you're a vendor, do not sell it. Get rid of the stuff. And I appreciated that it wasn't like some Roland Emmerich movie, right? Where
Mhm.
they find the stuff hive mind and they blow up the hive mind, and then all the stuff on Earth suddenly becomes inert. They didn't do that, right? They have to get the word out to all of America, and America has to come together and destroy the stuff.
Collectively destroy
Yes,
and
And they
eliminate
did it.
and they
eliminate
did it.
the purge.
Yeah, like the purge. Yeah, and you see out in the streets, they're gathering the stuff. They're throwing the ice cream containers in big piles and burning it.
But
So
then-
America had to be awakened to the problem of the stuff in order to stop the stuff.
You stop the stuff. I'm not stopping this stuff. I can stop the stuff whenever I want.
Carol, you got to make that movie.
Okay. After I write Lady Ninja, we'll make that movie. Or we'll make the movie. We'll do it both at the same time. Fuck it.
Why don't you make Lady Ninja a character and the stuff too? The stuff
She could totally fit in because she'll just do anything. She's
Or the
a very
taste.
bad ninja.
the taste.
She's not gonna be the hero. She's a bad ninja. She's bad at
taste.
being a ninja.
The taste one. The taste part one.
Oh, see,
it's
the
okay.
Lady Ninja will die because she's stoned all the time. She's gonna have the munchies and she's gonna want to taste of the stuff.
What up,
No,
James?
Lady Ninja can't show up.
How you doing, James?
She's busy that day.
Stuff is the only food that wants to be eaten.
Substitute Disney for the stuff.
Yeah.
You have Disney in your home, burn it. USA.
Yeah.
How you doing, James?
Hi, games.
James,
Hey.
I know you like a lot of movies. Yeah, the stuff it's free on YouTube. Check it out.
Go get some stuff.
I
Free
thought
today.
this was going to be a terrible movie, and it wasn't.
It wasn't. It
No.
was. I'd say it wasn't.
It knew exactly what it wanted to be.
I
What
think
it
it was. I think it was a bit better of a movie than the premise actually was.
Yeah, you said killer ice cream, and I'm like,
Killer
okay.
ice- Such a stupid thing, right? It's such a
Right.
stupid premise.
I've been waiting for this movie for 2 months. You guys left me for 2 months. All right, bitches.
I got more movies lined up. Don't worry about it.
Here's a suggestion that Thade told me. It's called Night of the Comet.
Oh,
I did
I
that
heard of
movie.
that.
already.
You did?
Yeah, I did that movie. When I was doing watch parties instead of like we watch, because I was doing watch parties where we watch and
Yeah.
talk about the movie at the same time. But then I was like, maybe we should do JJ's old style of watching the movie and then reviewing it afterward.
Well, that was last year, right? Slasher Night of the Comet.
Yeah.
Because I think you did that right after we met, and
Okay.
I didn't see it with you.
Okay.
Let's do Black Dynamite.
Dynamite.
All right. Well, I had
Y'all done fucked up now.
I had a bunch of movies lined up planned, so
Or we can watch that movie that Darius didn't get to see with us.
Xanadu?
No,
Yeah.
Xanadu.
I can't believe they watched Xanadu without me.
oh,
I'm sorry.
JJ's favorite movie.
Yep.
Yeah,
Cal ruined it.
and they watched it without me.
I'm sorry.
We watched it without me too, Darius. So.
Well, we can watch it together.
Man,
We will.
well, me and JJ had that fucking thing where I was like, "Yo, all right, I'll put Miami Connection on the table, and you watch that with us, and I'll do Xanadu with you and whoever else."
I was gonna go up for Xanadu.
He refused.
I was saying, Jeff Lynne does the soundtrack, and he's in ELO, so I was gonna watch it just because I know the soundtrack would have been good. Xanadu,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Xanadu.
I'm not into musicals, so forgive me for that.
It reminds me of the Grease movies.
I hate Grease. I have a personal grudge against not just the movie Grease. It's like the play in general. Like I have a personal grudge against.
Show us on the doll where Grease hurt you.
Streets of Fire is Slasher's Grease.
Streets of Fire.
Yeah.
Good movie.
That's yeah. Fuck Grease. Streets of Fire. Shit. I love that one.
Mm-hmm.
William Dafoe.
Yep.
It's fucking Pompadour. All the Pompadours in that movie were fucking awesome.
I want some stuff.
I never heard of this movie before, The Warriors, and I really thought it was going to be like a downer of the movie, but no, I really like it, and I wouldn't.
The
I would
Warriors?
really, The Warriors, yes, I would
Oh.
totally recommend anyone watching that movie.
That's one of my favorite movies.
Yes, that's a slasher movie. Well, not a slasher movie, a slasher McSplitter movie.
Well, I didn't know there was a video game based off it.
Yeah,
Oh, there was
yeah.
an awesome fucking PlayStation 2 video game for it.
Mhm.
Oh, that game was fucking awesome.
So got stuff in it.
All right,
Okay, end of
Who's
the movie.
all interested?
we'll go back to the movie
The
instead of
stuff has been destroyed by all Americans coming together and burning it. And you see Nicole now broadcasting a message saying, "I'm reading this off a teleprompter because I couldn't find the words to say." And but then you see Mo pops in to the red velvet office of the fancy fat cat
AKA
executive,
aka the Polar Bear Room.
the polar bear room, with the CEO of the company that manufactured the stuff. The guy who knew what the stuff was. He knew it was addictive. He knew it was harmful to people, but he sold it to them anyway for profits. But this time, the bearded guy from the boat is there. They know each other. They were in on it together. He probably is the one who looked the other way to get approval for the stuff.
And
Like
in
from the
comes
FDA.
Mo.
And in comes Mo wearing a long beige trench coat.
And he's got two friends with him.
Yeah. Well, they're like, no, the stuff is gone. But we figured out a new product. It's called, ladies,
What is it called, Carol? What is it called,
It's called
Carol?
taste.
Taste.
And it contains 12% of the stuff.
Right. That way people will still get addicted and keep buying it, but their heads won't explode.
I doubt that.
They did not say that.
And they won't turn into venom. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there is a post-credit scene. I did look.
Yeah, I saw that too. I'm sorry.
There's a woman saying enough is never enough while holding the stuff.
And nothing happened though, right? Like,
No.
So these guys
out at her.
They have not learned a lesson. They have not changed.
Nope.
They're still quite content with selling harmful, addictive products. So Mo tells them, and he brought a couple friends. What friends? And in walks Jason in the black leather jacket with a stone cold look.
Carrying a fucking case of something.
Yep. He's a badass now.
What could
He's
he be
seen some
carrying?
shit. He's seen some stuff.
What's in the box?
And he's like, oh yeah. Well, he opens the box and the stuff is in it.
Not the stuff.
Lots and lots of the stuff.
I
And
thought the stuff was all gone.
they say, what about your second friend? You had a second friend. And Mo pulls out a handgun. And he's
The
like, oh
musket.
yeah, this friend, you guys are gonna eat the stuff. And they're like, no, we're not gonna do that.
Jason is taking every single fucking every piece of the stuff out, putting on the table in front of them, going, "Eat it!"
I
They're
wonder
like,
what
"No."
happened to the kids, folks, and his brother. I wonder.
Oh, they're
if
dead.
He says, "Yeah." Mo says to the guy before they forced them to eat the stuff. He says he lost his parents and brother because of this.
Mm-hmm. That's why he's hardened. He's seen some stuff.
So
and
they're
he's
dead.
lost people to
Okay, I
stuff.
didn't catch that.
Yeah,
His
they
family.
do. He does.
is
Mo
taken.
says that Mo
His whole
does.
family was stuffed.
Jason goes, "Eat it!"
So at gunpoint, they force these executives to eat all of the stuff. Pretty sadistic, actually.
Yeah, we're gonna get it at Ben and Jerry's with
Yeah,
their
that got really dark.
vegan fucking ice cream.
That's how. That's how.
That's what we're
Yeah.
doing the remake. Me and Darius.
Yeah. Because if it was Jens, he would have said, you got to give me that bullet because there's no way I'm eating the soy.
Yeah. Because they die anyway, don't they? It's like, oh yeah,
Well,
how
yeah.
long you gonna live? About 3 more months to grow a pair of tits and then die. Give me the bullet.
And yeah, that's our movie. That's
It
Yeah,
ends with
then
sweet revenge.
you have the post-credit scene of a woman holding the stuff, saying "Enough is never enough."
Yeah.
End of movie.
and
Chocolate
no
chip
sequels. And no sequels till Carol makes it.
I'm on it. I'm halfway down the script.
Truly a movie ahead of its time.
Yes.
And the black
I mean,
guy was
it's
not the
fucking
first
finished.
one to die.
No, he
Truly a
wasn't.
movie ahead of its time.
Wasn't.
He was the only black man, but not the first.
Well, yeah. But he made it almost to the end of the movie.
He made
No,
it for
there
the car.
was the guy at the airport strip.
He was good.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, with the pilot?
No, it was just the guy standing
Did he have a
behind.
speaking line?
What?
Did he say any words? Because I don't remember.
No, it was just the guy, on the airstrip next to the car.
Did he get stuffed?
Everybody got stuff.
I don't know. Probably he had a big gut.
Darius, do you want to get stuffed?
I'm gonna say no.
That'll be all right. That'll be the sequel. The Stuff 2. Everybody gets stuffed.
Double stuffed.
Get the stuff. It's hot stuff.
The taste, double stuffed.
Taste the stuff.
At the Red House. It's the stuff.
All right.
Might
So
be a
what
good
everyone,
time for a remake of this movie, you know?
what everyone think of this movie? We'll go down the line. Raquel, what do you think of this movie?
I
overall?
thought it was interesting. A little bit graphic, but not too bad. Let's see. I would give this.
What are you going on? Like a number system or?
A letter. Maybe a B minus. Would I watch this movie again? No.
No?
No.
I am watching it right now.
I gotta see the ending scene.
All right. Hey. Yo, Jens. You like this?
Yeah, well,
Legit like?
oh yeah, yeah. It'd been one of them films where if I'd have watched it back in the 80s, I'd have thought, oh, well, the storyline seems fucking ridiculous. The action was pretty good in it. The acting wasn't too bad considering what the storyline was about. Because when you got sort of Killer Ice Cream as your sort of main villain, exactly. You're gonna find it hard to get some real. But the acting was real good for but the storyline. But as Darius pointed out, it was ahead of its time. Where look, now it makes all perfect sense. Where companies are putting some soy shit in food products that makes people go really fucking like eggshell fragile little bitches, and
but also gives them like hostile attitudes. So
what?
It gives them like attitudes that are hostile. The way that
like being cranky on Twitter.
Yeah. But what happens when they do get a bit violent? They get smashed in.
Come on, this kid's brother grabbed him and put him in like this fucking like arm bar and chokehold combo and dragged him into the house. Like,
well, he wasn't all the way stuffed yet.
yeah, he'd still was eating his protein meat products. I don't think he'd gone full, but after he'd left though, that's when I think they all the family went proper well stuffed, and probably they fell down the stairs or something and died because they smashed themselves at the bottom. But I'm giving it a 7 out of 10, a sort of like C rating, where I might watch it again. I don't know, but if it's on though, it's damn worth a watch again, because like the storyline, as I say, it is ahead of its time. I can see exactly where the writer was coming from with this. Like he says it's consumerism and that, but he probably didn't want to say at the time it's consumerism of soy products. But like that's what I'm saying.
Soy products weren't so in your face in the 80s though.
Yeah. Well,
soy everything in the 80s.
Yeah, well, he was probably thinking more on the lines of sugar and high saturated.
That's what it seemed. Because like, the shit that I read, what he was talking about, he said, food that kills everybody.
Yeah, but it's up to level because sugar and high saturated fats don't make you grow tits and make you into a woman So yeah, I'm just thinking, yeah, me and Darius, we're doing the remake. We're getting the script done of the
The
soy
soy,
stuff.
the soy.
Yeah. Well,
Soy.
no, the soy stuff. That's what we've got to call it. The soy stuff.
I think you should
Uh,
call it. You should call it the soyaning.
No. That's what part 3 is going to be
Tell me
called.
the sequel. The sequel is the soyaning.
No, yeah, me and Darius are doing part 1, the sort of like
you could have.
reboot.
Then
Yeah,
you
me and Darius are rebooting the soy stuff, and then Carol is going to be doing the taste, which is going to be the sequel to the soy stuff.
And then you could have like a spawn of the soy.
Taste, it'll be called.
You could have a spawn of the soy, and it'd go like son of soy.
Son of
The soy beote.
Yeah, well, yeah, we could get like some kind of soy monster to like fucking produce itself.
Oh, it would be like, oh, holy shit! Wait.
Yeah, this soy stuff. So it's not really that scary. The thing with soy is it don't really attack you unless you consume it. You can beat the shit out of it, but once you consume it, yeah, that's when it does its damage. But lettering wise, yeah, look, a C. So yeah, say C or a 7 out of 10. So yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Truly a movie ahead of its time.
Carol, did
I
you like
loved
the movie?
every second of this movie. I loved it. I mean, I'm really high, so
Yeah,
it adds to it. But I really enjoyed. I had a good time. I'm on this stuff.
Would you rewatch?
Fuck yeah, I'd rewatch it. I need more stuff.
But remember, it's on YouTube.
Oh, I know.
Get it while you
Okay.
can, everybody. While it's up on YouTube for free.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked the movie. It was fun. It was a fun movie.
Well, thumbs up, thumbs down, A,
Thumbs
B,
up.
rating,
A
whatever.
plus. I'm good. I liked it. A plus. Rewatch. All that good stuff. Sequels, prequels, trilogies. Let's do it.
Action figures.
Hells yeah. Yeah. I'm hooked. They got me.
Darius.
Yeah, no, I actually kind of enjoyed it. I might watch it again one day, not right away, but yeah, no, I appreciated the effects. Yeah, they were low tech practical effects, cleverly done, and then some good animatronic puppetry and makeup, and then it stayed on theme. It knew what it wanted to be. It was, about killer ice cream, but it wasn't about like a blob of killer ice cream, right? It wasn't a monster. It was something that people, put in themselves. It was kind of a body snatchers movie in a way. And yeah, it was a little cheesy, but it worked for the movie. So yeah, no, I liked it enough. I'd give it a 6 out of 10. It had a message.
You're weak.
And
6
I
out of 10.
I liked that it I don't think I've ever given it a 10 out of 10. But I liked that it
No?
I don't think so. Well,
You're
not
a movie snob that you've never given a movie 10 out of 10.
well, not on Wednesday nights, but
Oh, not these fucking movies. I'm talking about movies that you know or that you've watched, numerous times.
I might bump it up to a 7 just for the ending where it takes all of America to come together to get rid of this stuff.
Yeah, it's like the end scene of Independence Day.
Right. It's not like a Death Star where you just shoot one missile at just the right spot and then you win the whole war, right? Or Independence Day. No, we're gonna give it a cold. Yeah. Dad, you're a genius. Right? Up yours.
Is that a B minus?
It's like a C plus.
Okay, C plus.
You give this movie a C plus?
Yeah.
Really? That low? Yeah.
Yeah, right? You're weak. You can't be in our movie.
I give this movie a thumbs up. I
There's
would.
stuff that
I
didn't make
would
sense.
rewatch-
Like
I would rewatch it.
you would rewatch it.
Yeah, I would. That's kind of rare for some of the movies. Well, like I said, I did see this one before, but I didn't remember all of it. But like the other movies, like Basket Case, no, I wouldn't watch Basket Case again. Fuck that.
I will never watch
Oh,
Basket
no.
Case again.
No, and I don't want to see the sequels either.
Of all the movies for Nate to watch for this,
And I
he
would
had-
definitely
had
not
to see
watch.
Basket Case. I'm sorry, Nate.
I would definitely not watch Exterminator again. That one's not. I won't
The
watch.
sequel, though.
Not even the sequel.
I want to see
Yeah.
the sequel.
Yes.
Yeah, the sequel's good. I've seen it.
For disappointment again.
Stop telling me the sequel's good. The first one.
I like the first one though. So
Nah. I'm still let down by that movie poster, man.
Maybe the sequel was made for people who are disappointed by the first one.
There better
yeah,
be.
we never take a budget.
Listen, you just could watch that movie and tell me how much he uses the flamethrower, and
He's
depending
mad as hell at it.
It was
depending
in the blurb.
depending the percentage of him using the flamethrower, let me know what it is, and I'll watch the movie.
Well,
Doesn't
considering
matter
the
what it
ending of that movie, I didn't know how they were going to make a sequel, but Yen said they found a way.
Oh, Chris.
Yeah, it's a
Like,
prequel.
Chris.
It's a
Hey,
prequel.
Crush.
Hey,
The
Chris.
sequel is the prequel.
Really? So it's the whole
Yeah.
Vietnam story? It's this whole Vietnam
No,
story?
well, it's how it goes on how he became the exterminator.
Nate, you need to stop smoking crack because
Stop doing the stuff.
why would you watch
Start
Basket
doing the taste.
Nate, are you okay? Basket Case was awful.
You're a blurb.
In fact, Nate tapped out in the middle of the review of Basket Case. Oh, I know he said he had internet, but he said he had internet problems.
Yeah, I wasn't here that night. Darn.
Well, Basket Case sucked. So.
I heard it was fantastic. But
There was no marshmallow fluff in Basket
no
Case
fluff to play
that you
in.
could jump into. No.
No, that
Basket-
movie.
Case was spoiled cheese.
What?
No, best. I don't even want to talk about that movie.
Let's talk about the Red House instead.
The
No.
commercial.
Wait. Shall we go out? Shall we go out with that? Can we get away with showing a commercial?
I don't know. You might get a copyright.
Red House.
Is that store still around? Does anyone own the copyright?
I have no idea. I think Rhett and Link might own it, and they're YouTubers.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah, we
true.
can play it. But y'all should go check out the commercial for the Red House. Go look it up. You won't be disappointed.
No. Don't wait. Hang on.
Rhett and Link. My internet issues were very frustrating. I wanted to finish it. He wanted to.
Can we promote Manicore?
Ah, Nate knows the Red House.
Great.
All right. Before we go out with the Red House.
The Red House.
Before we go out with the Red House, the awesomeness of this very unifying commercial. It brings you
Cringe.
it brings you together the way people came together at the end of the stuff to eliminate the
Perfect
stuff.
commercial.
It's for unity. Unity.
I kid you
Fun
not, the
stuff.
most cringiest
Shut
commercial
your
I ever seen.
racist mouth.
Hey Raquel, plug your YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, sure. I'm Raquel. You know, I do Funhouse Shenanigans every Thursday, and I do watch parties as well. I'm probably not gonna do Funhouse Shenanigans this week, but definitely next week. And let me just get my link for my channel.
Channel. And
Yeah,
Hispanic people too.
Nate knows. Black people, white people, my friend. and Hispanic people.
You're welcome. I found that gold.
Oh, thank you, Darius.
Got you.
And yeah, here are all my links you can follow me on. You know, Odyssey, Twitter, Instagram, yeah, and whatnot.
Oh, thanks for coming through and watching this, Raquel.
Well, thank you for the invite.
And
Glad you could join us.
ooh, what up? Thanks for coming through, man.
Yeah, well, cheers for letting us be on like the sort of what movie watching.
Was it better than you expected?
Yeah, because like I was expecting some like where I'd be giving it D's or E's. Well, I think I should give it a C plus, really, like Darius, because I'd give it a 7. So yeah, it's so like I had like the entertainment where I'd give it another watch and that, like obviously not for straight away sort of thing, like, but yeah, same as I am. Good film and that, but yeah. The channel though, Jens Peder and that, and I've got this Moon Knight episode 6 video. Hopefully, it's going to get released by tomorrow anyway. And then I did me Bond movie watch, which was the 1954's Casino Royale, where it was the American James Bond. And then next Tuesday, I'll be doing a live stream sort of thing. And I'm on Twitter with 27A Pedersen.
You know it's the other way around, right? It's A27 Pedersen.
Oh, is it? Oh, right. Yeah. Well, I thought it was 27A, but yeah, A. Okay.
Oh,
A27.
A27. Yeah.
Well, yeah. It's got 27 and Pedersen in it, and an A. Just don't know exactly what.
Just don't know the order.
Yeah, it's before the 27 or after. Well, yeah.
Or I'll grab the link.
All right, bro. Thanks for coming through,
sorry,
bro. I like watching movies with everybody and showing them these weird ass fucking 70s, 80s bullshit I could pull out. Speaking of which, the guy who agreed to be the co-pilot.
Hey, what's up? Hey, I appreciate you returning, the grand return of the Wednesday night bad movie. Viewer advisory.
Fun doing this.
Can't get enough of the stuff. And it's true. Enough is never enough. And yeah, subscribe to my channel. Everyone's been bugging me about when I'm gonna do a stream again.
Yeah, when are you?
When are you?
I don't know yet. I got a lot of moving parts here, but the computer is basically fixed. I did have a reboot like a week and a half ago, but I'm okay tonight. So yeah,
Good.
Yeah, no or anything. Yeah.
And you can follow Darius's YouTube channel right there in the live chat.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, it's for horses. It's good to see everybody in the chat back with us again.
Yeah, before I get to the person who's gonna end up buying the rights to the stuff, sequels. By the way, not one, not two.
We're gonna make a whole.
It's gonna be a fucking
universe.
franchise. It's gonna be a franchise. Let's say, Cap. Oh, Carol, yeah, you're here still.
I'm here.
Bone. Raquel, you're here still too.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Darius still here. I don't know
Just doing really well.
I don't know if Tommy's still here, but thanks for coming through, Tommy. Nate, thanks for chilling out. maybe one time you can come through and watch the movie with us again. Games. And Krish. I wonder if Krish is coming back. Is Krish ever coming back? Krish,
He
are you ever
said
coming back?
he said he's not, but I hope he does.
I hope he does too.
Because I like Krish.
And Chocolate Chip Charlie over here.
Carol.
Is Chocolate Chip Charlie ever going to do anything with their channel?
Working on something with a friend on his channel, but it'll be a thing, a good thing, a big thing.
And
But I'm
people
working with somebody.
Soon?
can people follow you on Instagram?
Yeah, I'm v.carols.cookies there,
Yeah.
or Carols Cookies 54 on the Twitters. But yeah, I can't say too much because I haven't been given permission to say anything out, But he's hoping to launch his channel in the next couple of weeks.
Oh, nice.
When I'm allowed to actually talk about it, I'll tell you what it's all about. But it's going to be different than what everybody's used to right now.
It better not be about the stuff part 2 because that I called dibs on that.
I promise
dibs
you,
on
it won't
Creator.
be about the stuff. It's you and me, all right? Don't worry about this other dude. It
I
means
called
nothing.
dibs on
It means
being
nothing.
lost.
But since I can't really reveal my channel thing yet, can I promote a comic book?
Go ahead.
Okay. It's Artifice Reanimate. It's by Manicore, Smirk the Alien, and they are the writers. And Vic King did all the artwork. And it's on Indiegogo right now, in demand. I put the link in there, I think. In the chat.
It's in the chat?
I just hit the send button, so it might take a second.
Okay.
But
I'm watching.
They have 10 books planned for this series that they're working on, and they would really appreciate you at least checking it out if you can't back the
Carol,
project.
are you a moderator on this channel?
Oh shit, I'm not. Let me take out that part of.
All right. That means
Slasher.
Hold on.
yeah. I got him.
I can
Well,
take out the link.
Can I do
Gary,
it?
you do it.
You should be able to do it on the live chat.
Yeah.
I can't.
No, I mean Slasher.
I can mod her right here from the StreamYard because I don't have.
If Carol puts it in the private chat, then you can post it.
I can't
you?
because it's on my phone. I can't go back and forth. The link is copied on my phone right now,
All right.
I'll find it.
and I can't
here.
get the link through my computer because I'll freeze up.
I think this is it. Artifice Reanimate. Because the link that I
Yeah, we
have is
posted- I
also on
posted
my
the-
phone, so I gotta get to it here. I think
All right, wait,
this is
hang
it.
on. I'm gonna.
I can.
I have to mute myself to bring up the stream to mod you. Hold on.
Okay.
Here.
Stay tuned.
Make sure I'll just copy it the way they wrote it. Artifice Reanimate.
But we got to make sure we get the right link because there's 2 of them out there. Smirk had to restart it.
Oh, all right.
All right, here, wait. I'm going to send it to you in Instagram. And just copy that.
Darius has an Instagram.
This
No.
campaign. This campaign is closed.
That's the wrong
I
link.
think-
Then. Go with the
I
one that
thi-
I just sent you.
Okay, I think I sent the right one because
Well, they're going back into production this week.
number
They
3.
had some-
Oh, the URL is almost the same, except the one I shared is number 3. So I think that's
Yeah,
the
this
currently
is from
active
wrong.
one.
The one I just posted is the one that Manicore sent me. As far as I know. I don't know. Just fucking look it up, people. It's Artifice Reanimate. Type it in. You have fingers.
Is it cyberpunk? Is it
I don't know.
cyberpunk?
Maybe. Hold on. I don't see cyberpunk on it. It's Artifice Reanimate on Indiegogo.
Let's see. Yeah, number 3. Number 3. Yep. Yep, that's the one I shared. Okay.
Do it.
Nate says,
Go.
"Oh, she's gonna send us to porn."
It's not porn, I promise.
Yep. Nate,
mean,
she's
there
gonna
isn't-
send you to Meat Spin. Nate.
Okay, so you got it.
Nate
Go.
says, "Oh, she's gonna send us to porn."
I think we're good. I promise.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nate,
I mean,
she's
there
gonna
isn't-
send you to Meat Spin. Nate.
Okay, so you got it.
Nate says, "Oh, she's
Yes, we're good. I promise.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nate,
I mean,
she's
there
gonna
isn't-
send you to Meat Spin." Nate.
Okay, so you got it.
Nate says, "Oh, she's-"
Yes.
Deja-vu.
I was to say, is that
Jesus
just me,
Christ.
or are we gonna end
No,
this time
that-
loop?
What the
No,
fuck?
that was me because I was trying to fucking mod Carol.
Nothing's
I was
easy
wondering
when
why
you're
I
on
was
the
running
But
spot.
yeah, I see you got it. So I'll mod her after.
Okay.
Oh,
I was trying
Hey,
to wrap up the stream with the Red House.
hey
All right,
Raquel,
let's do Red House.
Yeah.
Raquel,
What?
Raquel, if you've never been to meatspin.com, you should definitely check out that site after the show.
Why did I feel like this is like a bait and switch?
Just go. Do it. And then go and back to the comic book. They would really appreciate it. Do both.
Just meatspin.com, or you could go to Lemon Party or goatsy.cx.
Or you know where else you could go?
To the Red House?
We all
Cringiest commercial ever.
Red House Burger.
You know.
We can.
At the Red House.
Start clearing conversation that you get copyrighted.
Big head.
And I'm black.
AKA Big Head.
I like pumping iron, pumping furniture into people's homes.
You put furniture into people's homes.
I'm Johnny, aka 10 Gauge. Red House and I'm one. I like deer hunting, bass fishing, and extending credit to all people.
Look at that awkward handshake.
I'm black and I love the Red House.
Sweaty palm.
Yeah.
I'm a black woman and I love the red.
I am the Red House is will make
You people are insane.
At the Red House.
Oh God.
we got the sofa. It's perfect for a black person or a white person.
This mattress is perfect for a white person.
At the Red House, where black people and white
And Hispanic people too.
North Carolina. It's a real phone number.
You're welcome, everybody.
Cringiest commercial.
At the Red House.
Hispanic people.
I don't usually
said
like
said
cringe style comedy,
X-Hispanic.
but that was great.
He literally said Hispanic people.
I didn't notice that the first time.
Yeah, it's like
That
the-
commercial was ahead of its time.
like the Hispanic version of X-Men. Hispanics.
Hispanic people, too.
All right, we'll be back next week with another movie.
Bye,
Later,
everybody.
folks.
Thank you for joining us.
Later.
Bye.
See you.